Perfect. Excuse me. We're just asking. No,
I don't have time.
all right. He's not for it.
I'm okay, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Over 2. I guess we're done here. Excuse me. Could I ask you a couple questions about? No. Could I ask you a couple questions about the cannabis legalization? No. Okay. Sweet. Nobody really wants to talk to me, or I guess I don't know. Why doesn't anybody want to talk? I just want to ask a few questions about a perfectly legal drug, and everyone's got this fucking attitude about it. It's like, sorry, I can't take 5 seconds of your time, ask a stupid question about something that you're probably doing, you're going home to do right now anyways. Lighten up, Toronto. Excuse me, do you guys have any opinions on the cannabis legalization? No? All right. They don't care. Nobody cares. It's like, can't go anywhere without talking about it, but you try and talk to a stranger on the street, they think you're a psychopath. That's what's happening here. It's a lady with a broken leg coming. Excuse me, do you have any opinions on the cannabis legalization? No? Huh? Okay. That's great. Excuse me, do you have any opinions on the cannabis legalization? No? No, she doesn't either. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this at all. Excuse me, do you guys have any opinions on the cannabis legalization? They don't. Nobody does. Nobody gives a shit. Fuck it. Make it illegal again. Excuse me. We're asking people just questions about legalization. Are you interested in answering just a couple of questions? It won't take long. Just like a...
Can we smoke?
You can totally smoke.
Cool.
We're outdoors.
Yeah.
Are you into that sort of thing? Is that?
I mean, most certainly. I mean, I'm sure most people are.
But are you?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
of
right.
course,
I'm not a cop.
100%.
I
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure on that.
But it's okay now.
Yeah. Well, now that it's legal, I mean, I'm sure that it's gonna be accepted by a whole bunch more people. It's more so, I think, the older generation that they're kind of trying to weave into the whole thing. I mean, young people are already into it.
You think there's still a stigma attached to like
most
older
certainly,
people?
Most certainly, but I think that this is breaking down a lot of barriers towards that. I mean, I have a whole bunch of parents who maybe 5-10 years ago would have been completely against it, but now it's sort of like in the day and age. So,
Do your parents get high?
my parents do not get high, unfortunately, but they don't banter me as much, right?
They don't give you
They don't
give you
give me
flack
as
for
much,
it?
like- Yeah, I'm sure my mom could use a joint now and then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, chill out and
Yeah,
get high.
all parents could, friendly reminder to all parents, just once in a while, just smoke a joint. Take the ease off.
You heard it here first. Parents get high. That's what you. So you moved here to get a bit high, but you haven't tried it yet.
Nope, not
You're,
yet.
you're waiting for it to be all clear.
So
Do you
not
think
e-
you might now that it's legal?
I might try edibles. I'm not sure. I don't know how that will affect my work. So
You're worried about it affecting your work? Historically, a lot of the times when kids are getting older, it's like it's time for a beer with dad. Is it now because cannabis is legal? Is it time for a joint with dad?
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that situation. However, I don't really think you have smoke a joint when you're having dinner.
So that's kind of a stigma that's attached to pot. Do you think that'll go away with time, or do you think we're kind of stuck with that for a bit?
I think we're stuck with it for a while. However, I think as we move forward as a society, that there'll be a lot less stigma.
I mean, the fact that it's legalized means it's easier to get, and I mean...
So, were you previously a cannabis user? I'm not a cop, don't worry.
No, I'm afraid about my mom seeing this.
Oh, no, your mom's not going to watch this.
Okay. So easy to get, and it's safe too, so that's the two big concerns, how easy it is to get and how safe it is.
That's a big thing for you now.
Yeah.
Now that you know where it's coming from, you don't have to go to some sketchy dude's apartment and sit there while he feeds his snake.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're a nurse, so what's your perspective on the change?
Well, the kind of nursing that I do, I actually give health advice, and I don't think that there's really enough information out there for the people who are wanting that kind of information. I think that is great. It's about time. As my husband says, he's never met a wife beater pothead.
That's you never really hear about some guy who got really baked and beat up his wife. Do you yourself partake in the usage of cannabis?
I can't say.
Okay, so sure you do.
That's my mother talking about pot.
Are you guys cannabis users?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The confidence of youth, eh? They're just like, a lot of people are like, no, I don't really, but you guys are all on it. Now that it's legal, are your habits going to change at all?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll just stay the same. It's
I
just
feel like
gonna-
nowadays
Really?
people aren't afraid to do it in public because, you know, it's not as of a taboo as it used to be.
No, like back in the day when everyone was, when you guys were like 6 and everyone was weird about doing pot.
And I mean, like you'll hear people be like, oh, like now that it's legal, people are gonna be walking around smoking joints all the time. It's all you're gonna smell. It's like people do it pretty often anyway. So like,
For
really.
the most part, nothing is gonna change.
No, it's pretty rampant already. So will you guys go to the same dispensaries, or are you guys gonna go?
I know my regular bud tenders pretty well down at my dispensary back in Hamilton. So it's like
Bud tenders. That's also a term. I don't know that term at all. No, but it sounds like a great term. Bartender, but for weed. Bud.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Makes perfect
bud
sense.
tender, yes.
Do you guys? And what's your preferred method? Do you guys do edibles? Do you guys smoke joints? Do you do whatever?
I'm a shatter guy.
You're a shatter guy. Oh, right on. So you got some. Are you guys high right now? A little bit. They're a little bit high right now. All right. Well, thanks and fucking happy legalization, I suppose. All right. Take her easy, guys.